It's a cooking show. A what? That's right. I like that.
Hi, my name is Rachel. Welcome to A Cooking Show.
And it's with Rachel.
I live in a small LA apartment with a tiny yet wonderful kitchen. I love to cook and I love to eat.
Cooking show with Rachel.
Hello! Welcome to this week's feast. Even though it is precisely 1 million degrees outside, I have decided to make soup this week. But first, let's see what's in this week's large Abundant Harvest Organics box. Grapes, lettuce, thyme, garlic chives. Whoa, this is a Chinese okra. Cantaloupe, butternut squash, avocados, cherry tomatoes, potatoes, bell peppers, bluots, green beans. That's what's in this week's large box. Now let's cook some tomato soup. Today I'm making a roasted tomato soup. To start out this recipe, I'm going to roast the veggies. I think that will give it a nice deep, rich flavor. I have cut up 10 tomatoes. I'm going to just put these on a baking sheet. Drizzle them with a little bit of olive oil. Sprinkle salt and pepper. Into the oven for 30 minutes at 350. I have 1 whole onion that I've just roughly chopped and made my eyes cry a whole lot. 2 carrots, also roughly chopped. Drizzle them with some oil, smidge of salt and pepper. Push them around here a little. I also have about 6 or 7 cloves of garlic. I've cut off the tip just so that the garlic is exposed, but I left the peel on. I have a piece of foil. Just going to drizzle them with a tiny bit of oil. Wrap them up and roast in there into the oven. I'm going to heat up my vegetable stock. It's homemade. I have about 4 cups. I'm going to pour my stock in my soup pot. I'm also going to add about 1.5 cups of water, about a teaspoon of that fresh thyme that we got in our box, teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of dried oregano, 1/3 of a cup chopped garlic chives, teaspoon salt, half a teaspoon pepper. And this goes onto the stove, and I'll bring it up to a boil. My stock and other stuff has come to a boil, so I reduced it to a simmer. My veggies have cooked for 30 minutes, very carefully, because they're pretty juicy. Of course, I'm going to juice out first. Pour them in my soup pot. I left the seeds and everything in there because I ain't afraid of no seeds. So these veggies are kind of like par cooked, which means they're partially cooked. I'm going to pop them all in the soup pot, and then I'm going to let them keep cooking together on the stove. To get these garlic cloves out, you want to wait till they cool a little bit. Kind of squeeze at the bottom, clove will pop right out. Ew, that's hot. Stir. And it goes back onto the stove. Bring it back up to a boil. Cook the soup with the veggies for about 30 minutes. Once it's cooked for about that amount of time, I'm going to add half a cup of fresh basil and about 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Quick stir. Cook for about 5 minutes more. The soup is ready to be blended up. I'm going to use my KitchenAid hand blender. This one is called the S-Blade. Be careful because it's really hot, okay? This smells amazing! So let's taste it and see if it needs any more salt or paprika or anything like that. I think I would add another bit of salt, just a little schlicks of balsamic vinegar, and drizzle of good olive oil. I like it just like that. Time to dish out. Made myself a quick grilled cheese sandwich, and I'm going to dish up my soup. That makes me happy. And into my soup, I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of cream. So that's what's cooking over here. Thanks for watching this week's feast, and that's all. Toodaloo.
Cooking show with Rachel.
Now I'm going to eat that.
Oh, I like that.